Hello, peace and love, and welcome to the first edition of the Diamond Cooper Show, coming to you live over the airwaves of YouTube from my hometown, Washington, D.C., the capital city of the country. Thank you for tuning in. For those who are going to like and going to subscribe, I'm going to show you my gratitude early because I'm just getting started. I know I got a ways to go, but I'm going to start off by letting y'all know I appreciate the love, and I'm going to keep coming with this content. Hopefully, health and all that permitting, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, talking about a various number of issues, include sports, which I know I love. The people who know me know that I love. The people who don't know me, you're going to find out I love it. Media, news, we're definitely going to go over some true stuff going on out here, life lessons, topics that we might hear over the airways that I feel as though might be a life lesson in it. We're going to touch on that type of stuff. And for my sports bettors out there, y'all know I'm be dropping some picks. Today's Friday, so I definitely got some jewels for you for the weekend. Today's show, I would start with that ass whooping that the Chargers took last night. Y'all saw that? Man. Whew. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to get to that after the first subject because I think that's a little bit more important. Definitely got to talk about Draymond getting suspended for the fourth time this calendar year. Twice at the end of last season. I don't know if y'all remember the stomp on Sabonis and the groin. Tough, don't know brothers like to get hit in that area. We do not like that. Just thinking about it make you cringe. We're going to talk about some unrealistic expectations that a lot of our people be having out here, man. I heard a conversation in one of the quotes at a car game the other day, kind of threw me off a little bit. So I want to put some stuff out there. We definitely going to get into the playoff picture, NFL matchups for this weekend, and I'm going to finish it off with those jewels I talked about. But first, we're going to start with the first segment ever on the Diamond Cooper Show, and I'm going to start every show with it, and it's called For Real. Y'all fans of Cam Newton? I'm a fan of Cam Newton. Got the Funky Friday podcast. Was definitely a superstar for the Carolina Panthers, especially 2015. They went 15-1. Took him to the Super Bowl. He was doing the Superman, all that, dabbing. Everybody messed with Cam Newton. But, even though he was a great player, and I'm a fan of him as a player and his podcast, he made a statement that just threw me off. And anybody who really watch sports, it'll throw you off too and make you wonder, like, maybe it's because he felt he got a raw deal and wasn't able to keep playing when he wanted to. I think he should have been able to still keep playing, but we ain't got no control over that. But Cam said that Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Dak Prescott, and Jared Goff were game managers, not game changers. He was a game changer. I kind of get the perspective that he got. But let's just get into what's really going on this season, because I don't think you can do what these guys are doing if you're not a game changer. Brock Purdy is number 1 in quarterback rating. Dak Prescott, number 2. Tua, number 3. Jared Goff, number 8. You're in the top 8 quarterback rating. The highest number is 158.3. So it's on the scale from 0 to 158.3. Brock is at 116.9. Dak Prescott, 107.5. Tua, 104.8. Jared Goff, 94.8. Right now in the MVP race, Dak Prescott, number 1. Brock Purdy, number 2. And Tua is at number 7. Tua leads the league in passing, 3,697 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 picks, and they got the number 1 offense in the league. He's accurate. He don't miss his open receivers many times. We know we got Tyreek Hill, and we know Tyreek Hill is great, but somebody still got to throw him the ball. And Tua been getting it there. Brock Purdy, San Fran, best team in the NFL probably, especially when they fully loaded. He did struggle a little bit without Debo, without Trent Williams. But those caliber players, that's a top-heavy team. You're going to struggle when you don't have those players in there. You need them because they're essential to what you do. San Fran is a whole lot better with Debo and Trent Williams on the field than they are without them. We're talking about 2 of the best at their spots. He got 70% completion percentage in 7 straight games. The only person he trailed is Montana. We know how great Montana was, right? And Sean ain't even played 2 full seasons yet. Started his career 10-0. Took his team to the NFC Championship as a rookie. Got hurt. A lot of people believe, including myself, they'd have won if he didn't get hurt. 3,553 yards passing, number 3 in the NFL, 25 touchdowns, 7 picks, and they got the number 2 offense. I don't think that's being a game manager. You don't put up them kind of numbers. And he's thrown like the 22nd most passes. So he's not even throwing as much as everybody else, completing 70%, 25 touchdowns, 7 picks, I mean. Game manager, Dak Prescott. Most touchdowns, 28, 6 interceptions. Number 4 offense, 3,505 yards. Number 4 in the NFL. He had the best tight window throw rate, was second best right behind Brock Purdy. So that means that when somebody on a nigga, he putting the ball there. Now, game managers don't do that. People who know what a game manager is, they think about Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, people that you ran the ball a whole lot and you didn't throw it a lot because you ain't want them to put the ball in harm's way. They're not worried about that with Brock Purdy. Y'all remember when Jimmy Garoppolo was quarterbacking? They went to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. That throw that he missed to Emmanuel Sanders, that deep shot that would have put Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City out of their misery, Brock Purdy would have made that throw. Their offense is more wide open than it was. He threw the ball deeper down the field than Garoppolo and them did. Garoppolo was a game manager because he kept throwing it to the other team. This dude went so long without throwing a pick, I can't even remember how many games it was. Game manager, Cam? Come on, bro. Jared Goff, now the last few weeks, Detroit then took a couple of L's, and he had a couple of bad games with some turnovers. But at the same token, in the red zone, he got 10 touchdowns, no interceptions, which is part of the reason why Detroit is in the hunt. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he ain't been playing that great lately, but they 9-4, got the 3 seed in the NFC. And if he plays well, when he does play well, I mean, Detroit's offense be humming. They be scoring. Amon-Ra St. Brown, younger Jahmyr Gibbs that they got from college this season, they be opening it up. So a game manager, they're going to be like in the middle of the pack and them numbers towards the bottom. Like the Zach Wilsons, the Kenny Pickett's. This year, Derek Carr used to put up numbers, but, those are game managers because the coaches is just minimizing what they allow them to do so that they don't mess up the game with crazy turnovers. It's not like they, on the level that, Josh Allen, he get the turnovers, but he makes so many incredible plays that, he's not in the middle of the pack. He up near the top because he make enough plays that actually he the reason that Buffalo winning because their defense broken down. My boys get a chance to see that defense this weekend too. So, what do y'all think? Y'all think Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Tua, and Jared Goff, y'all think them game managers or are they elite quarterbacks? I mean, the numbers and the MVP votes and everything else say they are. But what y'all think, man? Oh, this Thursday night game, man. 63-21. The Raiders ain't even scored a point last week against Minnesota with a backup, Josh Dobbs. Then they took him out and brought in Nick Mullins. And Minnesota won on a field goal. 3-0. And they put up 63 on Vegas last night. Lord. First time 2 teams scored 60 or more points since 1972. It was the Giants had 62 points and Cincinnati had 61. That 72 year. Miami Dolphins, Bob Greasy, Larry Zonka, Mercury Morse, the one that popped the champagne early year when somebody lose only undefeated team. That's the last time 2 teams put up 60 or more in the same season, including Miami dropping that 70 burger on Denver earlier this year. And that was ugly. My brother loved them, so that was good for him and his team resume this season. And then when you get an ass whooping like that, and you already done had a lot of heat, people saying your seat was hot because you keep going for it on 4th down on your own side of the field in the first quarter and don't take points when you should. And Brandon Staley, they got him out of there. The Chargers had enough, man. They got him and the GM out of there. You got the players and you coach the players. We want all y'all out of here. We about to change all this shit. Fired his ass today, this morning, early too. I hadn't even had my breakfast, my coffee, none of that shit. He was already fired. I ain't even get a chance to check out first take or nothing. He was already fired, man. But I mean, you know, when you got Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, all them weapons for this time, man, you know, you gotta produce something. Like he 24-24. That's his record. But Justin Herbert is your quarterback. He got the job because he was a defensive guy. Then you got Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Asante Samuel, Derwin James on defense, and you ain't put a scheme together to make all those pieces work. You 0-5 in games decided by 3 points or less this year. You lost 8 fourth quarter leads in the last 3 years. You know what I mean? Coaches ain't do that in their career. Didn't look good, man. And you know, you don't want to see nobody lose their occupation and shit, but we all know that if we ain't performing to the level we supposed to be performing, they're gonna get ass out of there. And anybody who been watching sports know that coaches get fired every year. That shit is a roller coaster, man. Man. Y'all hear about the dude who left the female after she gave him her kidney? Man. I'm getting to the next topic, but that was just a thought I had, and I was just wondering, man, what y'all, how would you feel, man, if you with somebody, y'all think y'all love each other, man, you give them a body part, a kidney, man, and then they roll out. It ain't even too much you can say. I know I don't know what I would do. I probably couldn't even say it over these. I know I couldn't say it over FCC airwaves. Probably can't say it over these airwaves either, because that's crazy right there. Lord. But, man, I got to bounce over to the NBA real quick, man, because, you know what I'm saying, my man Draymond Green, man, fall for the Golden State Warriors, for those who don't know, 4-time champ, defensive player of the year. Oh, man. He say Slim was pulling him, Yusuf Nurkic. Looked like he had him a little bit. I can't tell how, you know, they both be working. I can't tell how much he was impeding him, but, you know, he came off and caught him with that haymaker. Now they suspend him indefinitely. And I don't know what's going on in his personal life because I don't know him, but the Warriors need Draymond, man. They need that nigga on the court, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stomped on Sabonis, you kicked Steven Adams in the balls a while ago, threw your foot up at LeBron in the playoffs and got suspended, and y'all was up 3-1, and Bron came back and Kyrie and snatched that shit out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's really something going on, because when he choked Rudy Gobert, he just got back from the suspension. He just had that man in the L. That's what we call it in DC, the L. Yanked him. From behind, I could tell it looked like Slim might have grabbed Clay a little bit, but man, crushed him, man. Man, I hope that he all right, man, for real, because he means too much to that team, man. And we want to see Draymond on the floor, man. He orchestrates all that shit. He the only one, man, that really gets them all into the game. And when he don't play, when he be suspended, their offense being flunked, their points per games go down. They give up more points because he the quarterback on defense. You know, when Steve Kerr coming out, the head coach, like, you a head coach, you coming out trying to, you know, play victim, trying to make it seem like people talking bad about Steph leadership and this, that, and the third. But, you know, you got to be there for your mob. You got to be there for your team, man. They ain't nothing without you. Y'all, but they are under 500. 2-3 games under 5. I believe 10-12. You know what I'm saying? The West is stacked. Minnesota looking good. Dallas looking good. You know what I'm saying? Denver still in the mix. Lakers, the Clippers rolling now. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out there, man. You don't want to be too far behind. Y'all too old, man. Y'all been going to the playoffs too much, man, to want to keep trying to get in through the play-in tournament, man. Come on, man. You got to be there for your mob, man. They need you, Slim. Damn, I want to see you on the court, man, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting them niggas' faces, D'ing them up, all that. Hitting that joint when Steph hit the little backdoor screen and hit that corner. You catch him and Steph dropping that jump, man. We need to see you out there doing that, man. You know, you giving the media too much ammunition to fuck with you, bro. And if something is going on with you personally, man, I pray you get that together so we can see you back on the floor, man. Because we need you on the floor, man, for real. Let me know, man. Make a comment or something, man. Let me know what you think about that, if you've been keeping up with it or not. You know, y'all heard about Charleston White? They tried to attack him on stage. He was doing a show or something. Somebody tried to attack him on the stage. Some wild shit. Y'all listen to him? Y'all heard some of his podcasts and shit? He was actually on, I saw the jump that he was on the Funky Friday with Cam Newton. He said some real shit on there. You know what I'm saying? He actually do say a lot of things that make sense. Some shit be off the wall, but you know, when you talk all that shit, man, you should know, man, somebody gonna try to get up in that ass eventually, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you talk a lot of shit. I ain't mad at you. You gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, don't think it's too sweet now. Because eventually these motherfuckers gonna get up on you, man. So make sure you got that security. I know you say you walk with that jump, man. But get that security, man. Get that security, man. When you get up there, man, you get known like that, man. You need to have some protection, bro, for real. I'm at a card game the other day, and it was relationship talk going on. So, you know, I wanted to share that because it really was about expectations with males, females, men and women, what they expect from each other. But it wasn't based on nothing that had anything to do with the individuals themselves. So it's like one young lady say, you know, if you ain't making a certain amount of money, I think she said like $100,000. If you ain't driving, if you don't got your own house, and you can't have too many kids, and then and I'm like, man, hold up, like, where who taught y'all that, or where did you learn? Like, what crew was you with? Where you grow up at? Whereas you learned that you gonna find somebody that just got all that perfectly. Like it's just all gonna line up perfectly. You just gonna find the perfect person and everything that you want, and it's just gonna be hunky dory. Life don't work like that. Nah, sister. Life don't work like that. And for the brother, you know, the brother, he said, man, she got to have her own business. She got to be built a certain way and all. I'm like, man, look now you talking about her, but now you getting a little off the wall too with this shit, because we ain't no guarantee we gonna get it either. So we've allowed, you know what I'm saying, society to like paint these pictures through the media, through television and everything that we watch. We've allowed them to paint these pictures, and then we just follow the shit without doing no research or without actually experiencing something different to find out if that's not the answer. You know, we've all been in situations where we handled it a certain way, it wasn't the best way, and then the next time we know to do it differently. We can't do the same shit expecting different results. You know what I'm saying? You already know what happens with that. So now you got to switch it up. So when I did speak, I just basically told him, man, look, if you meet somebody, you can say it's the representative, or it could be the genuine person. Some people believe the first person you meet is the representative, then you find out who they are a little bit later or after y'all get jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about what the person's, you know, trail was, their pattern of life, their walk, their worldview. They coming together. So if you meet somebody, I guarantee you, if you meet them and you put those expectations on, because y'all don't be saying that shit when you meet them. Brothers, sisters, y'all don't be saying that shit when you meet them. That just be what you have on, that's just what you have on the inside of your head and in your heart, that what you want. Because you know, you just put that shit on the table in the beginning, motherfucker gonna tell you, all right, I'll see you later. Most people anyway. You know, some people that got it will probably just try to do a little something to still get in, because they want to, man, add that to the resume and then take off. But so to have the expectations, but you don't want to be real about it when you meet somebody, you know, that's throwing bullshit in the game. Because now you done created a dynamic whereas you ain't even being enough front off the break. So by the time what you really want comes out, now it's a whole nother thing. Some people hide that shit till they get married and all that. And then when the time comes where they feel they could benefit, then they switch up. Be fucking people up. A lot of these rich motherfuckers giving up half their shit because they meeting somebody that got all this stuff, but they ain't telling them, they ain't giving you the opportunity to be like this. Well, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go another way because I ain't with that shit. Nah, they ain't doing it. So you can't have an expectation of somebody if they don't know what it is. You damn sure can't criticize them for it because you never told them what it was. Now we put all that societal shit to the side and think for ourselves. Then just find out who the person is. And if you like them and you can build with them, that's all that matters. Because if you coming in the shit that's having these unrealistic expectations, you're going to get disappointed every time. Remember the female. I know some of y'all probably saw it. The female that was filming and wouldn't go into the Cheesecake Factory with the dude she had just met, blind date or whatever. Just film the jump. Look at me. I ain't going no cheek. And then all of a sudden, some other female posted online a list of restaurants that we're not supposed to take women to and all that, like on the first date and shit. Like, come on, man. This shit is ridiculous, man. If when you meet, all you want to do is have, relations, then say that shit. Either he or she gonna say yay or nay. Eventually somebody gonna say yeah. But if you really try and build something, man, base that shit on who the person is, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect something for them. Don't go into it saying they got to do this and they got to do that or they got to have that and they got to have that. Because you're not going to get true love. Whatever you do, it's not going to be true because it's an ulterior motive involved or messed up, distorted ideology about how shit's supposed to go. We got to build each other up. And the only way to build each other up is to actually be about the people. I know I got shit to work on. We all got character flaws and we all got shit that we got to correct when we do deal with somebody. But don't go into it just trying to expect shit because you're going to get disappointed. It's going to go left. If shit go left, but y'all just going through some stuff, but y'all actually there because y'all love each other, that's something different. You can overcome that. But when you coming into it with something and then you doing some crab shit when it don't go your way, that karma come back. Take it from me. I done dealt with some karma. That shit come back. Moving right along. Playoffs. It's coming up. We got this many weeks left. 4 weeks. Playoff picture looking real dicey. Real dicey. Who y'all teams out there? Y'all know my mob is, don't you? The Cowboys. I ain't got no Cowboys memorabilia right now. I might have something behind me representing in the near future. But we just doing what we're doing right now. This shit is jumbled up, man. I'm trying to see who gonna make it. It's a lot of injuries, though, that's kind of gonna be hurting some teams. But you got 7 teams on both sides fighting for the 3 wild card spots. In the AFC, we got 6 teams, 7-6. And in the NFC, we got 6 teams, 6-7. My team in the NFC, so they ain't really representing, AFC looking a little stronger. But they all jumping up in there. And they playing against each other this weekend. A lot of the good matchups, starting with the mom, man. Minnesota at Cincinnati, 7-6, 7-6. Y'all know Nick Mullen starting for Minnesota. Jake Brown, I believe, back in the saddle for Cincinnati. I know he was banged up last week. That's a tough one, man. I don't know. Minnesota, man, they've been doing good on the road, especially against that spread. But I think that game is going to go under. We got an over-under of 40.5. So I'm going to drop a jewel on you, man, as I go through some of these matchups. Y'all hit them comments, man. Let me know what you think about the games coming up, who your mob is, what you think they're going to do. I think that's going to go under 40.5. So that's the first diamond jewel of the evening, man. You know what I'm saying? The first diamond jewel, the Minnesota Vikings at Cincinnati. It's going to be like in the 30s, a little chilly. Ground and pound, short passing game, playing a safe game. They're going to be burning the clock out. I'm going to go under 40.5 on the Minnesota-Cincinnati game. Then we got Pittsburgh and Indianapolis. I ain't messing with that. Not at all. I like Pittsburgh D, but not at all. But Denver, they've been hot. It's time for them to come back down to earth. So we're going to go with them Detroit Lions. But take them on the money line, though. If you don't think they're going to cover the 4.5, the money line ain't going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Take Detroit. Sunday. I know we got Buffalo, but I ain't going to make it about my mob. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all got games out there. San Fran at Arizona. My homie Ill Bill team going back out there, play against his old coach. Yeah, they probably going to do something big with them. But that 12.5 look a little suspect, man. So I'm going to have to back off, bro, because I know Y'all probably gonna be trying to put foot in their ass. Y'all know their system a little bit. And I know y'all want to keep that number one seed, but I'm gonna stay away from that jump. I'm gonna stay away from it. What I'm gonna give you is I'm gonna give y'all Chicago. They are at Cleveland. Cleveland got a lot of injuries. Offensive line banged up. Justin Fields and them balling right now. They're gonna be able to move the ball on them a little bit. Keep it close. It's gonna be running on both sides. A lot of run game. Cleveland defense good against the run, so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna slow the game down. We're going Chicago and Cleveland under 38.5. That's for Sunday. Then I'm gonna give you my dog of the week for Sunday. Some people might find this funny because they're in the same division with my mob, but I don't be tripping off of that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take them Giants, them G-men, with that new Italian stallion they got at quarterback, Tommy DeVito. We're gonna take the Giants plus 5.5. It was 6, it went down to 5.5. So it's some smart bettors out there. They putting some money on them. And we're gonna go to the Sunday night game. Baltimore always rise to the occasion when they playing good teams, man. So I'm gonna take Baltimore giving up those points at Jacksonville, man. Jacksonville gonna have a real problem with them, man. They've been having problems with running quarterbacks, and Lamar been looking good passing that thing too. And when he got a spread and he got room to roam, it's in trouble. I got a bonus for you when it comes to the Jewels, because we got some college football bowl games tomorrow too. So I got to give y'all 2 earliest picks. Some of y'all might not even know who these teams is, but trust me, I'll be following this shit, and I got an idea what they might do tomorrow. We got Miami of Ohio plus 6.5. They are playing. Hold on one second. They are playing Appalachian State in the Cure Bowl. They're in Orlando, Florida. Take them with them points. They got defense, top 3 defense in the country behind Iowa and Michigan, and then they was up there Iowa, Michigan, Penn State with their defense shutting shit down. And App State offense wasn't that great this year. They wasn't as great as they was before. And in the New Mexico Bowl, you take New Mexico State minus 3.5. So remember, the Jews was, I'm going to run it back to you, the NFL for tomorrow. We got the Minnesota game under 40, and we got Detroit. Now, I would take them giving up the points. But if you want to be safe, you can take a money line. They've been pretty good at home against the spread. And I think that's going to continue because Denver little run ball, they done got 18, they done caused 18 fumbles, got 11 of them in the last 5 games. You know, that shit going to run out. And it's about that time to happen because Detroit need to get a good win. They need to get back on a roll. They've been like 2-3 in their last 5, so they trying to get it back together. The 2 bowl games also tomorrow. Miami of Ohio plus 6.5. New Mexico State minus 3.5. Sunday, we're going with the Chicago and Cleveland game under 38.5. The dog of the week is the G-Men with Tommy DeVito plus 5.5. And we're going with Baltimore Sunday night over Jacksonville minus 3.5. I want to thank everybody for checking me out. I appreciate the support and the love. This is the first episode, man, just to get started, to give y'all the idea how I'm becoming, the type of things I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to come to you on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Keep this consistency up. You know, tell a friend about your boy. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Show your boy some love. And hit them comments. Topics you want to talk about. Anything you want me to cover, something you heard about, and you got a question, you want my opinion on it, man, hit your boy. Let me know what you think, and I'm going to keep coming to you with this content. Shout out to my son, Dave, doing this thing his freshman year in college, and my youngest son, Doc, for getting accepted to one of the School of Arts up north. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again Monday with more of a show, more detail, and more content. Thank you for watching the Diamond Cooper Show. Peace and love.